What is up, Hexicans and Pulsinators? It is the day you have been waiting for 2 years. The Pulsechain mainnet has launched, and I'm about 24 hours late to this. So it's been running for about 20 to 30 hours, and there's some interesting developments already on Pulsechain. This came out 8/28, May 12th, and it's my birthday this weekend. So what a great birthday gift to get Pulsechain to launch after waiting for 2 years. Richard put this information out. This is how you connect to the Pulsechain network, and I'll make a separate video on this. A lot of people already know how to do this, but I know a lot of people probably don't. So I'll make a separate video on this. Your friend Somni, this guy always has a lot of like 5-head high IQ takes. He basically uses the current price of eHex to deduce the price of pHex, assuming parity, as in eHex and pHex on both different blockchains will have the same price. And using those numbers, PulseX is a little bit below sacrifice, and Pulsechain is about 2.8x above the day one sac price, so like 0.00028 instead of 0.0001. And these are very realistic launch numbers. It's not surprising to see a project launch a little bit under the initial price. It's been 2 years. A lot of people have probably lost patience. And PLS is obviously more in demand, only 30 to 40,000 wallet sacrifice for that, and $600 million versus PulseX, where it was about like 113,000, 115,000 wallets and over $1 billion. And the amount of PulseX being burned is off the charts, guys. The number in this screenshot is 300 million, but it's actually way past this now. I believe it's around 4 billion, 5 billion, okay? This is just a supply shock, supply and demand. If demand stays steady or increases and supply decreases, which is what happens when you burn tokens. And this number only goes up the more transactions that there are. And Richard kept updating this. I do believe it's over 4 billion now. And the number is moving up fast. Just 14 hours ago, it was at 2 billion. And he says Pulsechain's doing about 120 transactions a block, 10-second blocks. At this rate, that's 1 million transactions a day. Now, something interesting that happened probably in the past 2 hours, and if you guys haven't already, smash that like button or press Alt F4. Thank you in advance. I do appreciate it. The Zen network, Zen, launched on Pulsechain, and people were posting screenshots of transaction fees that were costing like Ethereum level transaction fees. But the network's still running fine, and people are just saying it's stress testing it. I'm no expert on the blockchain, so I won't pretend to be. The Highest of Stakes documentary has said that they want to kind of get a gauge for how Pulsechain launches. The documentary is obviously very close, but these next few weeks and months are going to be key to wrapping up this documentary. They did say it was kind of hard to get one of the major studios, that would be a Hulu, a Netflix, and Amazon Prime, to take on a high quality crypto documentary right now, just because crypto doesn't have the best reputation, as you could probably guess right now, in the mainstream media. And I don't know if there's any legalities. They think they could get in trouble for airing something that could be interpreted as promoting a token. I don't know, but I guess there's some difficulties. PulseX is now live. I'm going to make a separate video showing you how to liquidity provide on PulseX. Basically, you can earn the incentive token right now. It updates in real time. And the incentive token doesn't have too much value, but in the future, hopefully, well, not hopefully, it will have some value. Now, how much will that value be? I think on the testnet, the last screenshot I saw, one incentive token is worth about 100,000 Pulse tokens, which at the earliest sac price, that's about $10. Now, some people are farming these incentive tokens very quick, depending on how big of a bag of Pulsechain and PulseX you have. I don't think these tokens are worth $10, but who knows, man? I've never been in a project this early, and it's definitely just going to be some crazy price action. And you can see, speaking of crazy price action, look what Hex did. Absolutely dumped on the launch, and that probably has something to do with the fact that a lot of people bought Hex knowing that they'd get a copy on it. So yeah, the price dumped. It went all the way down to 1 penny. Imagine those buy orders. But if you consider that you now have a copy of it, did it really dump that much, or did it just seek parity? And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Subscribe if you like Pulsechain content, tutorials, and until next time.